Good morning, cadets. I welcome you back to the computer class. So today let us see the next one conception, that is next concept. What you can say, it is a list comprehension. Before that we have seen operations on linear list, searching, sorting, insertion, deletion, traversal, etc. Now the list comprehension is one of the good features available to create a list in a short form. Before that we should know how to create a list. That we can create a list just by assigning the values by separated commas, separated values in a square bracket, by using a name of a variable and append function, or else you can take a loop or by a loop using an append function here. In case of comma separated values, straight away we can assign, list is created, or take a loop and append every time a value, that a list is created. This is another method of creating a list called as list comprehensions. What is exactly it is? It is a short form or a shorthand of creating a list when loop is involved in the form of a single statement. If you just see the example available on the screen here, yes, I want to create a list with every value from 1 to 5 is multiplied by 4. I in range 1 to 6 means 1 to 5, I maximum value reaches 5, and every value is multiplied and appended, and finally list is printed. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 statements are there. Now of course leave about the print 1, 2, 3. These 3 statements are in a single statement. You can just see here how I star 4 is written here. This is called as an body or expression. Then your for loop written here. Now what it will do? It will take the value of I as 1 multiplied by 4, appends. Value 2 multiplied by 4, append. So simple it looks, isn't it? That's why it is the most compact way of creating a list. What it is called as list comprehension. Now let us look for a general form what available. As I told, the expression is to be written here. What exactly you want to append to the list, what values you want to add to the list, and your set of values to iterate upon. The extended forms we will see later. Okay, that is expression creating list for set of values to iterate upon. Very simple. Now before going to this, let me create and show you exactly in our Python. In interactive mode itself we can see. For example, if I have my list as the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and the value 20, I will stop here. Okay. Now if I just write a print my list, it is printed because comma separated values you have assigned to a list and list is printed. Now let me write the program of our using a for loop. How the same thing would have written using a for loop? Yes, my list, a bank list. I will give another name now because once again you may say that already memory the values are stored. Now I will write a list 1 equal to blank, that is the empty list, for I in range 1 to 21. Maximum value I can reach is 20. It is a syntax error it is showing because I have to give a colon here. Once again, okay, for I in range 1 to 21, okay, as my list 1 equal to append value I. Okay, then print should come below for outside the loop, print my list 1, right? Very simple. The same thing directly, this is using a loop, you can create a list, right? List equal to, sorry, here not list equal to, it is an error here, right? Once again I will write for I in range 1 to 21 comma colon list 1 dot append value of I, then let me print that list 1, right? What is the error here now? List 1 is appended with the value of I, okay, for I in range. Oh, sorry, I have not taken the list 1 only now. Once again we'll do list 1 is a blank for I in range 1 to 21 with colon, then list 1 dot append the value of I, then print the list 1 unintended. Okay, what we'll do now, better we'll open this one here. The indentation is very clear. Let me write once again, list 1 equal to empty list for I in range 1 to 21 colon, and it says that list 1 dot append the value of I, then print, within the loop only it should print. Now why we should come out, only last one value it will print, list 1, no, at the end of the list, print list 1. Let me save this, give as a LC1. Okay, let me run this program. Let me open that file, LC1. Where is my LC1? Where it is stored here? LC1, LC2. What it is written here? Okay. Now I have taken my list only. Here compression I will remove. Now I will save this and I will run. The values are printed 1 to 20 using our conventional loop, as we have seen. Now one is comma separated values, you have created my list and printed, and now you have printed the, okay. Now what we'll do, I will create another new file. Here I will use the list comprehension. So many loop and all I had written. Now you just see, I will take list 1 equal to comprehension left bracket, okay, and here the body is I, okay, for I in range 1 to 21, right? Is it right? No, range is this and comma, okay, no comma for loop, no semicolon. Now print your list 1, okay. Let us save this. Let me save this as a LC1, run it. See, it's the same result it is giving. Earlier is displaying as a using a for loop, another one is using a list comprehension. This is very simple, right? Now let me go to our slide back here. Okay, where we are there right now. Okay, now expression, set of values to iterate, right? Now if we have a condition, now see, expression for a condition. The example you see here, what is exactly the meaning of this one? Loop varies from 1 to 100 and list is appended if it is a even value, otherwise it will not be appended. Using a for loop, I will write here, you see, empty list, I in range 1 to 100, if I modulus 2 is equal to 0, my list dot append I. Now in list comprehension, how we will do? The expression is, see here, I, append I is here, this is your for loop, this is your iteration range, then you have the condition if. Now here in if else, you see next is the only if you will return here, because if the condition is true it will go here. Now if else is there, before the loop only will write here. If it is a even, write number as it is, add the value as it is, create a value in the list, otherwise instead of a value you give some symbol at the rate of. Okay, now in the example 4 same thing is written, this entire for loop is written in a bracket. We can give a bracket, otherwise also it will work out. Now what we will see, we'll execute and see now this program with the if condition. Rather than storing so many program, we'll put a comment here and write another program. Yeah, what was that? List 2 I will take now, is an empty list for I in range 1 to 101. No need to, okay, 101 if I modulus 2 is equal to 0 colon, then my list 2 is appended with the value I, right? Right. If it is divisible by 2, then it will be add, otherwise it will not add. So finally, once after coming out of loop, you just print your list 2 and C. Okay, let us run. Let me save new modified version, run. What it is, up to 1 to 101, that is 1 to 100, only what your even values are stored or created in the list. Now let us run with the comprehension, list comprehension. Let me make this as a non-executable statement with the help of a comment. Okay, right. Now this I will remove because I want to create a list 2 now here. What is that? Your expression is I for I in range 1 to 100 and now I will take a different value, 1 to 51 I will take. If condition, if I modulus 2 is equal to 0, that's my condition. Then print. See, single statement, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, these all 4 statements are only in one line. Let us save, run and see. What was the problem here? List 1 is not defined. Somewhere I have taken list 1 or what? list 1. Yes, this is list 2, not list 1. Save, run, and okay. Now I have taken range only up to 50, so only even values are printed. Now I was telling you about the else part. In case of else part, what will happen now? Let me make this as a comment now, because I will write through conventional for loop. My list is this. Okay. Now I will include the else part. What it says else part here? Else colon. Okay, here, not here it is. This let it write. Then I will write else here. Else list 2 dot append with some symbol. Let me give a symbol more visible, that a dollar sign. Okay, some symbol, either the value if it is even, otherwise dollar a value. Dollar is the symbol to be written, then the print list. Let me save and run. You can see here all places where odd value is there, the dollar symbol is printed, otherwise the even number. Now let me do once again with the help of list comprehension. Okay, for the benefit of all, I'm taking time, but you should have a clear idea. Now what I will do here, how your list comprehension is more compact in terms of loop when you are using. Now once again, list 2 need to be printed. Here if I modulus 2 is equal to 0, if it is even, else yes, the symbol, what dollar you want or some other symbol. Let us take some other symbol, star, no problem. For I in range 1 to I only 51 now, so that you can get a 150 I will take. Let us see. Now earlier if was written at the end because there was only one if. Now if else is there, the meaning of which is how it exactly executes. The loop starts with I equal to 1, checked for even, yes, written I only, no, written star, and I varies up to 149. Now it will vary up to 150. Let me save and run. See, up to 150 the values, wherever odd value star is printed, otherwise 2 is printed. Hope you understood how exactly if and. So many examples we can do, but due to the limitation of time we have to go for only some selected examples, and we can do more practice, right? Now where we left now, let us see now another example here. Can you think of what exactly this list comprehension will do? This also I should execute or not? If you want, I will execute that, otherwise I will go for the next this one. Okay, if you want, I will do only why you should have. Alright, that is, I will go for one more new, very simple. Straight away I will do list 3 equal to into where num. Let me explain what exactly it is. Num, if num is if num modulus, or else I will give here num star 2. If num is num modulus 2 is equal to 0, else num star 5 otherwise, or I in range, a small range I will take so that you can verify it, that I will start from 2 to 29, or 29 is also larger value. Let us check for 15. Okay, then what we'll do, print list 3. Okay, let me save as LC2, whatever it is, some name you have to give, and run this. Okay, let us see what exactly first. Can you think of what is it? But one more thing observe, after the loop there is no colon. Okay, here I have left this. After the loop there is no colon. After if there is no colon, after else there is no colon. Colons are not written while writing the list comprehension. Now let us write. Accordingly, what it should print? Can you tell me? If the number is even, multiplied by 2. If the number is odd, multiplied by 5. Anyhow, it has to be appended in the list. Let us run and see. What is the problem here? List 3, list 1, list 3, list 3. Some error is there. Can you think what is the error? List 3 equal to else. This is your num2 if num is modulus 2, else num star 5 for I in range 2 to 15. Print list 3. List 3. What is the problem? list only. Okay, let me write L1, and here also just I'm changing the name, nothing wrong there. Save, run. Most recent call lost, file C, no, LC2, num star, somewhere I in range, where I in range 2 to 15. Any syntax I am missing here? Just see. Okay, here it is. Where is that example? Num else for I in range. Yes. For more clarity that it was given. Now let us see list 1. If num expression is num star 2. Oh, I have taken num here, but here it is I, na? I should take it as also num variable. I did a mistake there, no problem. Now let us run. Now it is exactly running. If you want to see what is the code here, you can just see. Yes, when it is 2, it is 4. When it is 3, it is 15. When it is 4, it is 8. When it is 5, it is 25. Multiplied by 5 odd. And this is how your another example what I have shown you, right? Now I will move to the next one, that is nested loops. See, the general form further extended. Okay, 2 loops. What is the syntax now? Once again, here closing left bracket, expression for loop 1, for loop 2. Example, our conventional. This rather than explaining, I will directly execute and show you so that we can save the time. I will go for a new one. Right. Now let me write with the code only and I can explain you. List 2 equal to blank for x in, I will take 10, 20, 30 loop for y in 2, 3, 5. Some values I have taken. The loop varies. Now what I will do, L2 dot append x star y multiplied by every value, outer loop and inner loop. Then what I will do at the end, after coming out of loop, I will just print my list 2. Here I have done a mistake, L2 dot, it is not comma. Okay, what is the meaning of this now? Empty list is taken. One list is 10, 20, 30, another list is 2, 3, 5. Every value of first list is multiplied, every value is multiplied by all the values of, and keep on appending it. Now let me save and do it. LC3 or L3, already it is there, LC3. Let me see any errors you will get. No errors. You just see here how the values are there. 10 into 20, 10 into 3, sorry, 10 into 2, 10 into 3, 10 into 5, 20 into 2, 20 into 3, 20 into 5, 30 into 2, 30 into 3, 30 into 5. Now, is it clear? How simple it will be in the list comprehension? Let me see. I will modify the change here only. In a single statement I will write here. Okay, L2 equal to, with the square bracket, what was the expression? X star y, right? For x in the values were given 10, 20, 30, y in for y in 2, 3, 5, isn't it? That's what we have taken. No comma, no colons are there. Let me close this with this and then print my, if you want I will take another name for your sake. L4 I will take and create the list L4. Now let me save this and run this. Can you see here? 10 into 2, 10 into 3, 10 into 5, 30. Same result is getting in the list 4. That's how the list compression is very, very compact and more advantageous while creating a list, even with the conditions as well as with the iterative loops, right? Now, with these examples, the same thing what is done here, I explained. Only instead of x and y, it is I and j. There it was, every value is multiplied, here every value is added here, I plus j. You can see that I plus j here. List values are different, the same thing, right? Now, to come to the disadvantages of the list comprehension, number one, code reduction. As you say, if 3 or more lines are there using a loops, it can be converted in a single line. Faster code procession. List comprehensions are executed faster than their equivalent for loops because Python will allocate the list memory before adding the element to it instead of having to resize the on runtime. Resizing will take place in case of normal for loops. If you are using here, no resizing. Second, the append function is straight away avoided. Directly the values are added, reducing the function overhead. So this is about the list comprehension. Cadets, you have to practice on some of the examples and see the Sumit Arora exercise books on list comparisons, and whatever the exercises are given, please try to solve those examples so that you will be more perfect in this. So I would like to continue in the next class for